Long before making the short film pilot hybrid project Mutant, I had ambitions, like any young filmmaker who had just completed film school, to make a feature film. So, I had to make a pilot. That's what you do, right? Proof of concept, show them your shops and the vision for the film in one small digestible bite. In 2014, I had only made 2 short films post-film school. The breakup road movie, Celise, and the therapeutic drama Barracuda. And then I felt I had to prove myself for real. What kind of films did I actually like watching? I had to make Celise and Barracuda, but they were not necessarily films I would have liked to experience myself as an audience. So, I thought, horror or science fiction. With my then partner Daniel Bainocchi, who I'd made Celise with, we settled on sci-fi. It would be a thought-provoking, low-key dystopian film set in a future with a blend of Mirror's Edge and 1984. The film was to be called Reason, and we shot the pilot in October 2014. And for the first time ever, here it is. Enjoy.
Susanne! Allt bra eller?
Ja.
Okej. Då kör jag iväg nu så att det blir senare. Vi bryr oss, eller hur?
precis mig också.
There it is. And no, I have no idea what I was thinking with that pebble throw. So, if you've seen my video on making Mutant, you know where I stand with pilots nowadays. The short version, just make a proper short film with the themes of the feature film you want to make, instead of trying to isolate a 90-page script into a 5 to 10 minute video with no proper conclusion. It makes a lot of sense when you say it out loud. With reason, we literally simply shot the first 5 pages of the script. We were banking hard on us being able to receive the finances to shoot the rest of it with the pilot in hand. We were ambitious, naive, and quite possibly pretty dumb. That said, this pilot did get us something really precious in the end, but it would take 2 years to get there. And we would not, of course, make our first feature film with this pilot. I'm being harsh on myself, perhaps. Reason would have been a modern psychological drama about a young career-oriented woman who works for a future business organization that supervises the elderly. She becomes reluctantly delegated to take care of her own mother and must now deal with her repressed emotions and past by confronting herself and her performance anxiety. This becomes more difficult when her notorious CEO pushes her to the limit and a sudden death forces her to make a difficult decision that will haunt her for the rest of her life. That's the good old short pitch for you, which I told a lot of potential producers and collaborators in early 2015 together with my producer. Like with a lot of my films then and now, I focus more on the world and atmosphere than on plot. Plot is important, but the feel of a film is everything to me. That's why I can see now how that pitch is kind of formulaic and did not come close to my actual vision of the film. Here we see some of the only concept art made for the feature before the project was canned. It would be slow-paced, a large city always looming over our heroine and almost closing in on a cleaner version of Blade Runner. Everything in the city would just be perfect, reflecting all of the characters' shiny exteriors, but underneath each and every one of them, secrets lay buried. Most importantly for me and this channel, there was a prominent character in the script first called Brother, but later changed into Allan. He was a robot with a sophisticated AI to be played by veteran voice actor Christian Hedlund, and Allan would become, sort of, the only true friend of our protagonist. We'll get back to why Allan is important soon. I'm just going to wrap this up and finally leave this project behind me. The pitches all went fine, yet we saw no money in sight. We were still young, confused, and a bit entitled. Yet again, that mindset belongs in the past now. If you want to make something, go out and make it, on your own terms. I guess you have to stumble a bit in the way to wisen up a bit. So all in all, this pilot and every other project has been a piece in the ongoing puzzle, which is my future of filmmaking. Alas, we did finally get one collaborator with us on board, one that never could have satiated our vision of the film back then, so that's when we made a choice. Remember Allan, the talking friendly robot? He survived that film to take part in another. With the little money we did receive, we were able to make a short film, and that short film became In the Gap. A most divisive film, but arguably the most important one I've made to date. It got me places all around the world as it got into festival after festival. It got me friends for life. It entangled me in some business with Netflix at one point. It made me understand what I was supposed to do with my life and filmmaking, and it was to make whatever I want to make, not trying to chase trends or cater to studios. It's not my favorite film, but I can say it is my most important filmmaking experience from pre-production to post-production. And it wouldn't have been made without an overly ambitious pilot which had an artificially intelligent character in its feature script, where pilot pitch and robot together gave birth to a filmmaking eye-opener I could never have dreamed of before. So, do whatever you like, and let it mold you, and go with its flow, as long as it doesn't bury you. So, if you're making a pilot, just make sure it's something you want to see, and preferably as a short film that also can stand on its own. Me? You won't see a pilot from me ever again. I'll just probably surprise you with a feature film because reasons? Thanks for watching. Have a good one.